Andy Munro from North Canterbury Rural Support Trust. Morning, Andy. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Kerry.
Okay, so there's obviously we're not only just talking about the drought situation and shortages of labour and all that sort of stuff. Now we're talking about some pretty serious events that are overtaken us all, but in particular for the rural community, be it financial, climatic, or personal. You guys are there to help the North Canterbury Rural Support Trust. What's happening out there?
Well, look, I think just firstly cutting back a wee bit, I think we need to realise that we're probably living in a pretty damn good country where predominantly our economy is based on food production, and I think it's time that we gave agricultural and primary producers a good pat on the back. Whether they're viticulturists or horticulturists, or particularly in our area, it's the cropping beef, sheep, and dairy farmers and those support industries. Without them working and carrying on at the moment, I'd hate to think what would happen to our supermarket supply chain, really, and how much food would be in there. So, look, well done to those teams. But and of course, with the drought, that supply is possibly slightly compromised. If it does stay dry, and 2 weeks ago there was probably just pockets, but those pockets are now spreading out to cover sort of mainly in the Haranui area, but there's certainly areas on Banks Peninsula that are really dry. With the Minister declaring us a drought declaration area, that does open a window of a few opportunities and products to be available. And look, there's still time with rain, if we get sort of reasonable rain and consistent over follow-up rains for the growing season before winter, but certainly that window is closing.
Okay.
Along with that drought declaration, the feed register, Agri HQ, and I believe Farm IQ have a register of feed, and I know we've had a couple of calls offering feed, and I've been into the Agri HQ website, and there's even photos and contact details for people to touch base with these people that have got spare feed. So, the one thing that farmers in North Canterbury have done is learnt from that 3 years of drought. The majority of them have, taken action early and either got stock away or sold stock, or they're buying feed early. So those lessons have been well learnt. And look, we're sort of carrying on business as usual, although albeit differently. Certainly our phone 0800 787 254 number is manned all the time. We have a great team of the majority of them are farmers, but we're all volunteers sitting here to help via phone. We had our first Zoom meeting the other day. We also had one of our professional counsellors who's set up Zoom. If anybody needs that, they can contact us. So just the other thing through the drought package was the rural assistance payment option has come on board. We had a great meeting with the management team at the local Rangiora Winds office last Friday, and certainly we're all on the same page that if you do meet the criteria, to get that sort of processed as fast as possible, and they're certainly on the same page. So with that is access through our Rural Support Trust, we coordinate that, and we've got a couple of great reps who are experienced in this sort of thing to help coordinate farmers putting that application process through. So, but look, we're sort of also wanting to encourage farmers to, and those out in the rural community, to make contact with your banker. There's obviously products out there now with the drought and with the COVID-19 interest and principal holidays and those sort of things. They should also be consulting with their accountant, and some of them have sold stock that may not be buying them back in again, and talking with IRD about income equalisation, and there's a number of products, income tax sort of deferrals and emergency benefits and special grants that are available through the drought package, and they need to keep their financial part of the business going as well as the animals and the rest of the farm physical business going. So it's just a matter of encouraging them and being proactive and chasing those things that they are eligible for.
This is great advice, Andy. This is absolutely brilliant advice. Any particular phone numbers, again, that anyone who has any concerns at all, can they contact you on your 0800 number?
Yes, look, absolutely. 0800 787 254 will take you through to Claire Ford, who is our coordinator. Claire is a very compassionate, empathetic young lady, and she'll take your call and listen to what the issues are, and then we'll get one of our team to give you a call back. And obviously, under the lockdown of the Alert 4, we can't at this stage do one-on-one. Our National Council are lobbying MPI and the government to have all the trusts throughout throughout New Zealand have essential service status, but as of this morning that still hasn't happened. So yeah, we're just looking at support through the media at this stage, and obviously, if clients have got Skype or whatever, we may be able to hook up that way as well.
Skype is good. Zoom, I didn't know what Zoom was until about 2 or 3 days ago. It's another video app that you can contact people face to face in high definition. It's actually very, very cool.
Yes, it is. Yes, and if you're in a meeting situation, little boxes along the top of live video of the people that are at the meeting, and when somebody talks, they come up as the big picture. That is a great thing.
Now, the North Canterbury Rural Support Trust, your service is free and it's confidential as well.
Absolutely. Yep. And I think, look, the other thing, Kerry, is just, farms can be dangerous places, and just, take extra care out there. The hospitals don't want to be inundated with, extra accidents and, around the house with kids and that sort of thing. So be mindful of that. It's great that everybody is hopefully heeding this self-isolation, and interesting that isolation is one of the problems that we face with farmers, but now it's been turned into a positive. But look, I think the other thing really is to be mindful that look after yourself so that you're in a position to look after others, but keep an eye on your own family and your friends and your neighbours, and look, if you hear of anybody, be proactive and give them a call, because the option of doing nothing is possibly something you may not want to live with. So be proactive, get out there and call your mates and keep in touch by even if it's by the old phone. It's a great way of keeping in contact at the moment.
Fantastic. There is challenging times out on the farm, challenging times everywhere around the North Canterbury community. North Canterbury Rural Support Trust, Big Boss Andy Munro, 0800 787 254. Thanks for your time, Andy, and good luck to you, and stay safe with your family as well.
Thanks very much, Kerry, and look, just a big push for Compass FM. You guys are absolutely awesome at keeping our North Canterbury community connected, and you've been very supportive of our Rural Support Trust, and whether it's having Maori or Winton on, just keeping the community connected. So well done, and really appreciate your support.
Appreciate that, Andy. Really, really do. Andy Munro from North Canterbury Rural Support Trust.